Ian, thanks for taking the time to sit down with us. You're not long back from the training ground. How have final preparations gone?
Good, yeah. Nice to have a full week again at training, and we train Monday, Tuesday, took Wednesday off, Thursday, Friday. I think today, last 2 days, we've done a bit more tactical shape work, but it's been good to get out on the grass and get plenty of good work done with the squad.
Been down there a couple of times myself, and it's looked sort of like a fairly regular week building up to a game. Is there anything you have done differently?
Not really. I think we've probably had a bit more of an opportunity to go a bit more in depth on Chesterfield, really, because since I've been in, I think we've only had one Tuesday without a game, so I've been used to going like game, and then the time in between so tight. You know, the amount of depth you go in about the opposition. So a bit more of a chance to look at them a bit more in depth together with the team, which has been great, and then we can kind of reference that in the training sessions. But other than that, generally the training's been kept a consistency to what we have been doing for quite a while now.
When you're preparing for any game, what sort of percentage would you say you spend on focusing on ourselves and then on the opposition?
I think probably I've changed a bit since I've come in here to what I typically would have done before, but obviously I've come in mid-season, so because of that, it's been like game. I've wanted to be able to put my own ideas forward to the group, so I think we've had a much greater focus on ourselves probably than the opposition. We always reference the opposition, but I think the biggest thing since I've come in is try and get the team playing in the way I want them to play, which has meant we've had a much bigger shift in ourselves. But obviously now that we've had a week between the games, we can focus on both, and we've probably looked a lot more at Chesterfield than we have done the previous opposition, just based on the amount of time that I've had during this week.
When I'm down there, I see a lot of shape work and patterns of play. That's clearly something you believe in strongly, isn't it? Getting that into action on the training field.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the structure of the team and how we want to play, and the positional knowledge really about where we want to be on the pitch is massively important. So we do that through a lot of shape work, but obviously we want to do things with high intensity, and we want to have the ball. And so yeah, I mean the shape and the tactical work's big for me, because I think that gives you the framework and the setup for how you want to play. And I think, you know, the players have really taken that on, and I think we've really developed in that area.
Yesterday, BBC sent Charlie Slater down with a cameraman, and it's the first time he's been down this season, and he actually said to me, "I've never seen training at this tempo before." How important is it to maintain that tempo all the time during the week?
For me, it is, because we have to kind of reference that in how we play, and I think we've done that. You know, I think everybody can see in the tempo and the intensity and the purpose with which we've tried to play. But that all comes on the training pitch, and we've had to do it all the time on the training pitch. Now, then, depending on where the session is, you can just adjust the timing. So close to a game, shorter session, you know, more time, longer, and overload a little bit. But the intensity's got to be the same, and we've got to work at that speed, because otherwise we creep into the habits that I don't want. So yeah, all of my sessions are focused to be good intensity, high tempo. And like you say, I think Charlie came down yesterday, and he was surprised at how intense and how hard the players work.
It was good to see Jake Reeves back out there today for the first time this week. How's he progressing?
Good. I mean, we obviously just rested him for the first part of the week, because it was just there was some swelling that just needed to settle down, and then he was out on the pitch and trained today. So we'll see how he responds to that, but it was positive, and we've taken our time with him, so yeah, we feel positive about him for tomorrow's game.
You spoke a little bit in your press conference yesterday about big match nerves, which are, I guess, only normal really. What will you be doing yourself between now and 4 p.m. tomorrow to deal with any of those?
I've got some work to do this afternoon. We've got a couple of staff meetings, and I'll be in here until a little bit later, just preparing everything for the game. Then I'll just go home and see the family. And I'll drive back up in the morning, and again just kind of go through everything fine-tooth comb, because once I've get the team, then it's over to the players. So just preparation, try to relax a little bit this evening, and tomorrow morning focus on the job.
Just how important is it though that we're at home for a game this big?
Yeah, I mean, we said it like the week before when we were before the Bromley game. We said it was really important for us, no matter who we play. We wanted to try to be home. We knew that if we get through this game, we're definitely away. 2 away games back to back is no easy, even though we've been good away from home. But fans are in now, and that makes it a different dynamic. I think after the Weymouth game, we just felt like we wanted to be in front of our own fans again. That was really important for us, so we're happy for that. And yeah, it's a massive game, and I think fans and ourselves and the players and everybody around the club enjoys the big games. It's what we're in it for. So it's great that we can have a big game at Meadow Lane in front of our own supporters.
Thinking back a few weeks to the Weymouth game, the noise, firstly when the players came out of the tunnel to do the warm-up, just before they headed back in, ahead of kick-off, and then throughout the game, really, the noise was absolutely incredible from the fans coming back to Meadow Lane for the first time. That'll go up again tomorrow. Are you expecting your players to thrive in that environment?
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, everybody wants to be in front of the fans, and I guess if you ask any footballer, it's far, far, far better with the fans than without it. And so I would imagine that that's what they want to do. They want to showcase what they can do in front of the supporters, and I think we'll enjoy to do that. So yeah, we should thrive on that. And like you say, the atmosphere before the game and during the game against Weymouth was absolutely fantastic. So, you know, it makes us proud to play for the club and represent the club, and we want to be able to do that well again tomorrow.